Okay, day 43. I think I have a lot of explaining to do. I've been MIA for a few days, and yeah, definitely. I guess I don't want to say fall off the wagon because it wasn't it wasn't an addiction thing, but it was like just chaos, vacation chaos. I think it's easy to sum it up to chaos, but I think I just generally lost track of my goals. Honestly, I think I started deprioritizing them over other things, and I can't even really explain what those things are. And I'm going to reflect about this for the next few days about what happened. And because I mean, if you look, I still do my push-ups and pull-ups every day. I still found a way to do those, but for whatever reason, reflecting and eating just seemed to be not important anymore. And I really couldn't get back on track. I tried, and I really just, I'd keep thinking about it, but I still would be making poor decisions at the same time. And, and I think it's easy to chalk it up to vacation and say like, that doesn't count. That doesn't matter. And I could say that right now, and I don't want to do that. I want to be accountable to myself. And as I was doing it, I go, this is going to be a red square that I'm going to have to talk about. And it's so weird. Your brain just like doesn't understand. Like it doesn't care. It doesn't care. Like it keeps saying like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then eventually it's bedtime and you're about to fall asleep in bed and you're like, oh, I didn't do that thing. And it's hard. I don't feel good about it. I'm trying hard not to be too hard on myself. But it's, I'm a little down today, just thinking about I had a ton of fun on vacation. That's the hard thing. It's like I'm pulling myself in every direction, right? Like I'm trying to be everything to everybody, and I know it's not possible, but I think I'm going to be back on track after this because it's, back to normal life, hopefully, a little bit more than I have been for the last 7 days. No, we took a trip to California and San Diego and brought the kids and just had fun, saw some of our friends that live out in California and went to the parks and stuff and just busy. My sister flew out for a couple days too, just to like hang out with us, and just everyone's so nice. It's like it's so hard. I'm like trying to like balance between like being so grateful that I have the abilities to take a trip like that, and I have family and friends that like have the resources to come visit us and want to and love us, and on the other hand, I want to like be perfect at everything I ever try to do. And I don't know what it is. I mean, we left for vacation. I was down to 168 and a half pounds. I'm sitting here today, 172. It's not like I went nuts. I didn't like eat everything I could. I definitely avoided cookies. I definitely avoided like overindulging in a lot of things, but I don't know. I think it just felt like I wasn't allowed to keep my goals on vacation for some reason. I don't know what it was, like the environment I created for myself or in my head, and I don't know, maybe that's a rule I should keep, that like vacation time is protected from these things. And not that I didn't do any work that whole time. That's something. I worked a little bit the first day or two, and then me and my wife talked about it, and I can not work for a few days. It's hard for me not to do that, but it is what it is. I think I can't. I had to keep my true north, which is, just family comes first, friends come first, work comes last, So I think I'm still trying to process through how I feel about the whole thing. Like, I think, like the Jeff Bezos thought process is make decisions like you're make big decisions, like you're an 80-year-old on your deathbed. And I don't know. I don't know what 80-year-old me would think about this. I think you would say, like, who cares? It's a few days. Like, get back on track and whatever. All you can worry about is today. If you can, today, it's about keeping your greens today, and everything else. You're gonna fall off the wagon at some point and deprioritize this. And I tried really hard not to have 2 in a rows, but traveling days and things, it's hard. It's hard to keep everything alive. Like the very first day, the day 35 that I screwed up, we woke up at 4 a.m. and we went straight to the airport, and we didn't land until like 3 or 4 p.m. And then we didn't get to our Airbnb, or we didn't land until like probably 1 or 2. And then we didn't get to Airbnb until like 4. And we were at the beach and stuff right after that, because we just got there. We were all excited. My sister was there. We want to play and hang out. And I literally like fell asleep at like midnight, jet lagged, midnight there, because it was 3 a.m. here. And I was laying in bed like, crap, I didn't do my podcast. And then like after that, it just spiraled out of control because I missed one. So it's like I broke the streak, and then it's like, okay, well, whatever. Like you just kind of like lose track of today, of like keep it green today, and I lost track of that. And and I guess this is what happens. I gotta see these reds every day for a few days or for a few weeks until I realize that that's important, to not lose track of it. I like that I didn't go nuts with the eating. I didn't go nuts with everything. I didn't just order pizza left and right and just eat everything I possibly eat. I didn't just say like, this is my vacation time, I'm going to eat back all the calories and pounds that I lost. But I probably put myself at least a week and a half behind on my goals by doing it that way. I probably put myself behind 2 or 3 or 4 weeks behind if I went nuts. I would have lost track of everything I did for 18 days. But what are you going to do? I'm here today. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is make it green today, and I'm going to. I'm going to get back on track with this stuff. I'm not going to let everything else get in the way of this. This is important. This is my goals, And the stuff with Sean, I was frustrated. I couldn't work. I wanted to get stuff done. I want to work with him. I want to be a partner to him. And he's kind of struggling right now because he's stuck on some projects, and I couldn't help him because I was off. And, it's just hard. It's hard to prioritize everything and everybody, I think. We're getting close. We're supposed to launch MVP on August 1st. And, of course, like me taking a week off right before, that's probably a really poor timing. I can't say poor decision, poor timing for everything, because like life gets in the way. But things, it's looking pretty good, honestly. I think it's just about I still can't figure out a name, and it's been driving me like crazy. I just, all I can think about, like, it's been like probably 2 weeks of like I tried every single stupid domain I could possibly think of, tried every version of everything I could ever like try and think of, and every rhyming and naming and everything. And I don't know. I feel like I'm working so hard on this, and maybe Sean does too. I don't know. It's just, I feel like, I don't know what it is that we just aren't communicating about this very well. And I'm sure there's like some ego stuff and some whatever stuff between both of us. And I'm sure we'll figure, we have to pick one eventually, right? It is what it is. I feel like I've tried it every single way I can possibly think of. I don't know. I bought a few of the domains because I'm just like nervous I'm going to take them at this point, because I'm just like, because it's so hard to find them. Like one of the domains I bought is Sheltify, like Sheltify. I don't love it, but we're looking for an FI right now, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Some people will know what it means, I think, generally, and it's an FI, so everyone like loves FIs right now. They sound very like, important because of Shopify. The other one I still like is Pad Stats, and now I'm kind of like going into like a Kirby, something like that, to like have the word curb in there. But it's not been fun, honestly. It's not been easy to communicate about this, and you know, I don't know what it is that we just aren't able to really nail something down verbally. I don't know if he hates everything I make, but I don't really like his at all. His options, and I'm trying to pick apart if that's my ego or if that's my actual opinions, And when in doubt, I want to be different. I don't want to be like his other names. And my opinion is that he keeps picking names like them, and I don't know why. I think that they are not like them, or they are like them, and mine aren't. Maybe he would say the same thing, but I think I'm also caring too much about this, and it's because it was all I could work on, right? I couldn't really pull up my laptop and program for 7 days. I had to just be thinking and on Twitter and hanging out and deciding, and just thinking about stuff. And I should have brought some more books to read. I should have read books instead. I feel like that's socially acceptable to read books instead of programming when I'm on vacation. Maybe that's something to learn for the future. Just got to bring books to read. I wish I brought more better books. But I don't know. Right now I feel like it was a week I wish I was working, but that might change. I'm sure in hindsight, when we look back at pictures, I'm gonna wish I enjoyed it more. That's so funny how life works. You always want what you don't have. When you were not on vacation, you want vacation. When you're on vacation, you want to do other things and make your life more complicated. And it is what it is. But I'm definitely feeling the itch of feeling behind again. This happens to me every week. My normal cadence is Saturday and Sunday feel like I didn't do anything. Monday, Tuesday feel overwhelmed that I didn't get anything done. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday get a lot done. Friday relief, feel like I got a lot done this week. And when I get a whole week off, that really messes with that, because it feels like I'm even further behind. I'm even more behind than ever at things. And whatever. What can I do? At least I'm laughing. I've been really down today for some reason. I just want to get working, and I don't feel like I can right now because I have another day of family time. But tomorrow I'm gonna probably be frustrated that I didn't get enough done yesterday or tomorrow too. So I don't think the frustration's a bad thing, but because it keeps me motivated, it keeps me driven. But I'm sure I don't want to look back at my life and feel like I was just frustrated all day every day. I don't know. I just want to do important things every day, and that's hard because a lot of days you don't do important things. A lot of days you do a lot of boring, stupid stuff. But I gotta get to it. I gotta start doing something. I can't sit here all day. But the name of the game is get back on the horse. I'm behind and I know it, and what can you do other than let's get back on? I can be sad about it, but I gotta get back on eventually at some point, so I might as well do it today. I mean, I do think that's a good change though. I feel like 20-year-old Brian would quit right now and be like, whatever. And I will say this, knowing I was coming home and going to have to do podcasts like this, where I'm showing you my reds, made me realize that I can't fall off completely. It doesn't work that way. Thank God for this, because I wouldn't have kept track of anything. I would have just been like, oh, whatever, it's been a week, and I would have stopped everything I'm working on. I would have totally lost track of my eating, my my push-ups, my everything. I would have not even tried to do the podcast at all. I just thank God for this, because this keeps me thinking about my goals, and that's what you need to do. Great people. I swear I gotta look this up. I swear I saw like Sidney Crosby like the day after they won. I have mixed feelings about the guy because Red Wings Pittsburgh, but he's like working out the day after they win the cup and stuff, like stupid things. Like he wakes up at 5 a.m. to work out like the day after they like win amazing things, or the first day of summer or whatever. Like that's how accountable you have to be great. Like every single day. It's like, I don't know. It's being so hard on yourself, but like not in a like way that makes you depressed, but like in a way that like builds you. Like it's a being so hard on yourself because your potential, and I think I've always thought of it the opposite direction, where it's like I've been so hard on myself and it makes me sad and quit and give up. And I really got to think of it the opposite way, where I'm so hard on myself because I know that I'm capable of greatness if I am that hard on myself. I'm not. If I'm not hard on myself, I won't be great. But great people are very hard on themselves, and I mean it's hard. It's hard because it's like you want to enjoy life, but that's also what makes you great. Like there's a lot of people that say like, well, if you did this like I did it, and if you worked for 10 hours a day for 10 years straight on this one thing, you'd be as good as I was. And like that's how their way of like invalidating their achievement. But it's true, right? Like it's both. Like they don't feel like it was a choice a lot of times. They don't feel like it was like a great achievement, because it was more like a time put in thing. And the more I like listen to people and read books and everything about people that are great, it's a time thing. It's like a put the effort in, put the time in, and there's no way around it. I got to do that. I got to do that with everything. I mean, I feel like I'm doing it with our MVP. I feel like I'm doing it with building maps. I feel like I'm doing it with all our projects. I mean, like our MVP is pretty legit at this point. Like it's, I got the hover thing going. I fixed the click thing, so now it does this. I got to fix the X's a little bit, but I mean, within reason, it's like working. Like what else can you ask for? I got to make sure like the rest of it like looks okay, and we got to find a way to charge people or something. I don't know how we're going to make money off this, but like it's a real thing. It's a real thing that I can now like build off of, like so I think there's a lot of like cleaning ups and corners and stuff, but like it's real. And I think that goes back to Sean. Just Sean holds us accountable, and he's so hard on himself too. I can tell that it just like works, that we just gotta keep pushing each other. And he texted me like yesterday or 2 days ago, like he was all frustrated because he like didn't feel like he made any progress this week while I was gone. And he was like, yeah, I don't know what it is, if it's like our subtle conversations or this or that. And I don't know what it is honestly either. I think it's funny that maybe I gently nudge him in the right direction sometimes, and maybe we both don't realize it or not. I'm going to pretend I take credit for that. But it's funny because I feel like I know this is going to flop for a couple months, and I don't think he knows that yet. That's okay. I don't mind. Like, it's fine. I kind of learned my lesson that that's normal for everything to flop. I don't think he's ever like launched something like this in his life. Not that I'm like some crazy genius, but like I've done this like once or twice, and I don't know. It's gonna be funny watching his reaction when no one likes it, no one cares for a couple months, and maybe they will. I don't know. He's a pretty smart dude. He thinks they will, but I don't know. I'm preparing myself for them not to care. All of our customers, all of our potential customers, just shrug at us mentally, but yeah, get back on the horse. That's all I can do. I got to put the time in. I need to be great. I got to put the time in, and in order to put the time in, I gotta start today. It's as simple as that. So let's put the time in. Let's get back on the horse, and that's it. That's all we can do. So I'll see you tomorrow. I have a lot of red squares to think about for a long time, but we're back doing this, back being accountable like we said we would be, and one day closer to something great, right? One day.